Hello, welcome to my class. Today we are going to be working on math for second grade. This is an activity that goes and connect with picture and bar graph. Both of them shows information, but they show them in a different way. And it's my intention to find a difference between one and another. Our learning target says draw a picture graph and a bar graph with single unit scale to represent a data set with up to 4 categories. Solve simple, put together, take apart, and compare problems using information presented in a bar graph. We have here our first assignment. You know how to add and subtract solve problems. Use what you know to try to solve the problems below. Parker asks his friends to tell him their favorite vegetable. He organizes their answers in a picture graph. How many friends choose carrots or beans? This is a picture graph that they are talking about. A picture graph, as it says, is a graph that shows pictures. And then what kind of data is present here. So based on this information we see here or in this picture graph, we can see carrot, beans, broccoli, and corn. We can represent data through picture graph. We can see how many students chose carrots, how many beans, how many broccoli, and how many corn. We can see the most, the least, and the one that are alike. And based on this, we got here our first assignment. It says, look back. How did you find the number of friends who chose carrots? The one way to do that is just to count how many carrots are there here. And we say 4 carrots, that means 4 friends. How do we know there are 4 friends? So we have to go to our learning target that says that we have to use single unit scale. That means we're going to be using 1 as our scale. So that means every vegetable will represent the number 1. Here we go back, and assignment number 2, we have a bar graph on one side. A bar graph, you can hit the scale on the side here, and the scale as well is also single. So carrots shows 4, and beans and corn are the same, shows 2, and the broccoli are 3 or show 3. Number of friends that have broccoli, beans, carrots, and corn together. So you can see that here. Basically, both the bar graph on this side and the picture graph as well, they are showing the same data but in a different way. While the picture graph shows pictures, the bar graph shows bar based on the input of the student. A bar graph uses bars to show data. That's the first question. What do the labels under each bar show? The labels under each shows what? The favorite vegetables. How many friends chose broccoli? We can see here. Students chose broccoli. We have 1, 2, 3. How do we know that? Because the bar goes all the way to 3. How are the bar graph and picture graph the same? They are the same because they show or they represent data. That's how they are alike. And how they're different. So they show data in a different way, but with the same meaning. Now let's go here where the students have the opportunity to express, to tell with their own word, to produce knowledge based on what they have been working on after the modeling by the teacher, after doing differentiation, so they can come with their own idea how to answer this chart here. What is data? Data is information. Example, how many kids love vegetables, or what is the favorite vegetables of the kids. Bar graph shows data in bars. Example, you can graph here show how a bar graph look like. And picture graph shows information through pictures, and students can show here pictures about the carrots based on the exercises we did or the practice we did in the pages before. Then we have here a time to compare and contrast. Do the bar graph and the picture graph show same data? Yes, they do. But this one here, the difference is that how the data is being presented. That will be the only difference. Say book read each month, so they both have the same title, but the way how they represent them is way different. So how many students read books? May got 3 kids, and June got 4, And in July they got 2. But going back to May, in the picture graph says 5 kids, but May he showed 3. June shows 4. June shows 4 here. July shows 2. The difference is here is that May, in the month of May, in both graph, the data is different. While 4 kids shows 3 books on May in the bar graph, on the picture graph, there are 5 kids in here. It's good to give the students that opportunity to go and then think a little bit, and then they can analyze, use observation to get information. Solve the problem. Show your work. Hannah asked her friends to tell her their favorite fruit. Some organizes their answers in a picture graph. How many friends chose apple or bananas? Here we're going to use symbols, a single scale. The favorite fruits are apples, grapes, banana, and oranges. How many kids chose apples? 3 kids. How many chose grapes? 1. Bananas 2, and orange 3. So if we add all these together, that will tell us the amount of kids. So we count 3 apples plus 1 grape is 4 kids actually here. 2 bananas 6, and 3 oranges, that will be 9. So 9 kids participated in this, or to show this information. So then this is it. This is a review on bar graph and picture graph. I hope you like and love this lesson.